Bill Goldberg makes colossal return ahead of Saturday night's main event. Bill Goldberg and Gunther are set to collide at Saturday night's main event in Atlanta on July 12 in what is billed to be the former WCW World Champion's last outing. The build-up to this encounter between the heavy hitters has been intense, with the Austrian mocking the 58-year-old for his limited moveset and affinity for shorter matches. The rivalry that began all the way back at Bad Blood 2024 is now set to conclude this Saturday. And on the Raw before the NBC special, the WWE Universe finally saw Goldberg return and put Gunther in his place after weeks of disrespect and insults. Goldberg returns and drops Gunther with one shot. On the July 7 segment of Raw, Gunther came out to the ring and mocked Goldberg for not doing anything despite the Austrian disrespecting him every single week. Before the champion could proceed, the Titantron screen showed a red muscle car arrive backstage, and it was none other than the Hall of Famer. Goldberg swiftly made his way to the ring in what could very well be his last Raw appearance as an active competitor. The former WCW legend confronted a perplexed Gunther, with Goldberg quipping that the Austrian has been talking way too much over the last few weeks. He then dared the heavyweight champion to take a shot. Gunther initially hesitated but tried to go for a cheap shot, only to be dropped by a single right hand. As Gunther struggled to get up, Goldberg stalked him for a spear. But before it could happen, Gunther wisely rolled out of the ring, still holding his chin from the impact of the shot. Meanwhile, the Hall of Famer stood tall and warned that Gunther had only 5 days before they collide at Saturday night's main event. The segment helped set the tone for the NBC special and also balanced things between the two power hitters. Recently, Goldberg suffered a personal loss as his father-in-law passed away at the age of 88. The Hall of Famer's wife Wanda took to her Instagram and described him as a funny, witty and adventurous man. She also revealed that her parents would have celebrated their 61st wedding anniversary on July 14. It will be interesting to see how Goldberg will overcome this loss and perform in his final WWE match on July 12 in Atlanta. Goldberg opens up about knee issues, recent injuries ahead of WWE retirement match. WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg revealed that his knee complications have made it difficult for him to prepare ahead of his final match. Despite this setback, he is working diligently to stage the last bout of his illustrious 3-decade career. He has hinted that the match will take place down south before the year's end. The reports indicate that WWE Creative has recently discussed his retirement plans. The match is tentatively scheduled for Atlanta, a city that holds significant meaning in his career. On a recent episode of the CarCast podcast, Goldberg revealed that he already knows the date of his retirement match. Goldberg also admitted that the last few months have been physically challenging, as he suffered multiple injuries during training. "I hurt myself a couple times in the past 3 months. But I pulled back, and it's really tough to have the mentality I do, but to have the body that I do now, with the mileage on it, and then go into the Muay Thai gym and hit the pads and not go crazy and then blow your shoulder out and blow your bicep out and pull your hamstring from throwing a high kick. There's a huge balance. I've been in the ring a couple times. I'm gonna get in the ring again today, and it's just tough, man. Me doing that right there, that was the first day that I felt really good." Fightful. Goldberg details his grueling routine ahead of his retirement match. Goldberg says he often sets unrealistic goals for himself, which makes things tougher on him. "I gained some good weight. I was almost up to 270 and I had to back off because I could not function. I just couldn't do it. I felt horrible. I wasn't able to move around. I was just sluggish, you know? And so I changed the diet back a little bit. Man, I'm never gonna be the way that I used to be by any stretch of the imagination. But damn it, for a 58-year-old GU, I'm gonna be in some seriously freaking awesome shape, and I'm gonna freak some people out, I believe, and hopefully my performance is equal to my appearance, which hopefully, you know, is okay. I'm terrified to put those underwear, those trunks on again. I may even go with different kind of trunks for the only time in my life." Goldberg can't run without pain. And then there's another thing. "I'm extremely limited because of my left knee. I can't run. I mean, I can run, but it hurts. So I'm not gonna exacerbate the pain by going out and running. I'm on a sprint bike and I'm doing different stuff for my cardio. The kickboxing doesn't hurt that much because I'm not running. But you find ways around things, and I mean, The scenario's not perfect by any stretch, so you gotta work around stuff. Hell, I'm working around my shoulder that you remember 6 months ago. I couldn't do this, lift my arm. I'm pretty frickin' strong now, I mean, comparatively, and it's funny because ever since we moved here, I haven't been able to use my arm for 5 years. I just didn't use it because it hurt so bad, and I've had to retrain myself to do the normal, daily things and use my arm, and that's what's gotten me back into it. It's just not favoring it by any stretch and not having it be a hindrance by any means, and going out of my way to do everything with my right hand as opposed to before everything with my left hand. I became a lefty as a kid because I broke my right arm.